Hello and welcome to this video on Revsportz. I'm Snehasis Mukherjee and obviously I'm with Trisha and we are in front of the famous Wembley Stadium. I think it's another, box sticks for us. So yeah, it's very, big thing for, I think for both of us. Yeah, serious feelings because we ardently love the football very much, and for a football lover to stand in front of the Wembley Stadium, it's a different kind of thing. But in this video,
with England jersey.
Oh yes, with England jersey. So yeah, it also
step 2, 3. Take 2, 3
yes,
steps behind.
Yes, the Beckham one.
Beckham one, done.
Yes,
now.
Yes, but in this video we'll talk about the England batting, especially focusing on Heather Knight. So yeah,
just make sure that the audience is very clear that we are in front of the Wembley Stadium, but we are still talking about
cricket.
Yes,
it's not football. It's only cricket. So for England, obviously we know that they lost the final against Australia, but a lot of questions have been raised regarding their batting approach in the first innings, only putting up 150 runs. Everyone is saying that they could have paced a little bit and then could have pushed those important 20-25 extra runs. But in the semi-final, you also saw that their openers not getting that start well, but still their experienced campaigners like the skipper Nat Grant and Heather Knight, the former skipper as well, they put up the show. They ensured that there is no further hiccups, and then they went up scoring those runs. But in the final, that didn't happen. Yes, Nat Grant scores, she have been unbeaten. Still, there's a question of strike rate. But for someone like Heather Knight, expectations were quite high. But he didn't get a start as well. So we have the quantifiable data with us, quantifiable data
from straight back.
Yeah, from straight back. So I will say to Trisha to take us to the data and please say what went wrong for Heather Knight in the final.
Thank you so much, Snehasis. This is a beautiful amalgamation of sports. Sports is all about sports is all about unity. Sports is all about how you react or how you perform in crunch situations. And standing here in front of Wembley, as you rightly said, is a dream come true. Talking about Heather Knight, and you rightly mentioned Nat Siver's strike rate, before I go into the videos that the replica of the shots of Heather Knight that Straight Bats team has put together for us, a huge shout out to the entire Straight Bat team, our technological partner, and has been doing fantastic job in bringing these technical analysis for you guys. So before I go into the analysis, I think I'll go talk about the strike rate issue. I feel that Nat Siverbrand's strike rate became an issue because there was nobody to hold it at the other end. If you look at the semi-finals, Heather Knight was holding it from one end, and Nat Siverbrand could go for more shots, like she could push on the pedal a little more. Talking about Heather Knight, I think she played a superb innings in the semi-finals. And in the semi-finals now, if you look at the video on the right-hand side, is Heather Knight's 6, which against South Africa. She played a lot of shots on the leg side. She had a clean 6 over mid wicket against a ball which was bowled on the middle stump. She picked it up and hit it over mid wicket. Now, come to this match, the final match, which was obviously against Australia. So she attempted a very similar shot against Kim Garth. But the problem was twofold. One, she was not set yet to go for that shot. So when you go for cross-batted strokes, you have to be set enough, have to understand the pitch, the pace enough to go for it. One, that was not the case, and two, Kim Garth had seen her seeing her that she wanted to play the shot, had actually bowled a slower ball, and Kim Garth varies her pace beautifully. So she bowled a slower ball. Heather Knight could not judge the pace, and she was out LBW. In fact, Straight Bats data says elite batters have a poor connection and miss the ball almost twice as more while playing on the leg side as compared to the offside. When people, when coaches say that to try and play horizontal bat shots and with a straight bat, there's a reason they say. Even elite batters miss shots, twice as more when they're trying to go on the leg side the thing which I would ask Orko to put on the straight bat data again. If you look at the straight bat data, you can clearly see because of the slowness, Heather Knight just got nowhere near. So the timing, which was 94% when she hit the shot there, here she completely missed it. And the sweet spot was 89%. Of course, this one she just couldn't touch because she had finished the shot even before the ball came. Again, a huge shout out to straight bat throughout the Women's World Cup. They have been huge. They have been fantastic. Bringing in the dismissals, the quick turnarounds. That is also not easy. The technical, faults, or I wouldn't say faults. The technical
you will
mistakes.
have to keep a close eye on every ball.
Absolutely. It's generally done as we have spoken about it. The hypothesis comes from either me or him or us together. The straight bat team and us together. We sit down, we think of the hypothesis, then they come up with the technical analysis of it. Again, the shots are replica of the real shots, but now it's done and dusted. Home World Cup done and dusted, and somewhere could be last home World Cup for Heather Knight, Natsiver Brunt.
Maybe
A small decision, a crunch moment, and she missed out. But you do keep watching Revsportz because we will not miss out on any sport. Women's World Cup has ended, but it's time for some red ball cricket.
Yep.
Lords will be dressing up in all whites to welcome first for women's test cricket, and it's a leap. It's a huge leap. Shows how much the women's game is growing. Guys, just stay with us because we will be covering it all. We will be unfolding it all in front of you guys. You just need to like, share, and subscribe and stay with us. Thanks so much.
thank you.